Olfaction is a complex sense that enables us to perceive smells and aromas. As odorous molecules reach the olfactory epithelium, cascading reactions take us into a vast world of hard-to-define sensations. To grasp the learning stages on the path to recognizing aromas and tasting, we need to know how the sense of smell works and define new terms. At the top of the nose cavity lies a small tissue with a surface area of 3 to 4 square centimeters. This is the olfactory epithelium, covered with mucus that bathes the receptor cells. Each cell has around 20 cilia, carrying approximately 1,000 protein receptors per square micron on their outer surface. It's a hell of a lot. Upon arriving on the back of the nasal passage, the odoriferous molecule works like a volatile chemical signal, dissolving in the mucus and combining with proteins in the receptors to generate a whole series of reactions. This chemical message is instantly turned into an electrical message, which is projected in the form of an image onto the olfactory bulb. The olfactory bulb might be said to correspond to the retina in the eye, and the image of an odor on the bulb to that of an object on the retina. The image is then processed in the deepest recesses of the brain and reduced to an outline in the prefrontal cortex. Then it is logged in the memory bank and compared to others in the temporal lobe, recognized and associated with the pleasurable element in the far lateral hypothalamus. There are many ways to define the perceptions of the sense of smell, and one way to grasp these terms involves physiological notions and definitions. Scent. This is the perception provided by our olfactory epithelium when we sniff an odorous molecule or a fragrance, which is a mix of odor compounds from the wine, such as through direct olfaction. Then there's aroma. This is the perception given by our olfactory epithelium when the wine is in the mouth, such as through retronasal olfaction. This is when you rebreathe, you inhale through your mouth and out your nose. Volatile molecules present in the mouth reach the olfactory epithelium retronasally with the air we breathe. If you just pinch your nose, you will lose this perception and realize how important it is. You are then left only with the sense of taste: acid, sweet, salty, or bitter, and various trigeminal, like thermal, mechanical, and chemical sensations, which let us know whether it stings or burns, is astringent or refreshing. Flavor. This is the combination of olfactory, gustatory, and trigeminal sensations perceived during tasting, such as what we commonly call taste. So here's an experiment. Let's detect an aroma. Take a coriander seed and smell it. It is odorless. Now suck it. It is tasteless. Pinch your nose and chew it. Still, no taste. Let go of your nose and now the aroma emerges instantaneously. The word aroma also designates the mix of volatile odorants found in food and drinks. Now, the detection thresholds of volatile aroma molecules is not too complex. Amongst the aroma molecules present in wine, some are infinitely more aromatic than others. We know that for an aroma molecule to be perceived by olfaction, its concentration in foodstuff needs to be higher than its detection threshold. Odorous intensity. The detection threshold can be expressed the other way around by the odorous intensity. For sure, the lower the molecule's detection threshold, the higher its aromatic strength. Thus, for the average person, the smell of 2-methoxy-3-isobutyl pyrazine is about 3,000 times. And this is the fragrance, what we call bell pepper. 3,000 times stronger than linalool, which is only about 6 milligrams per ton of water, versus that bell pepper, which is 0.002 milligrams per ton of water. Odorous intensity always varies according to the nature of the molecule, like alcohol or ester or lactone or aldehyde or ketone or acid. Its concentration in wine, as well as each person's sensitivity to the substance, varies. One person can be 100 times more receptive than another to the smell of bell pepper, and 100 times less receptive to that of muscat. And muscat is that note in Alsatian wines called linalool. We are all different and unique, and this makes communicating about aroma an enriching yet difficult endeavor, as we sense only our own impressions and can share them only through dialogue and discussion. Finally, the wine aroma and aromatic notes. When we sniff a glass of wine, the image formed in the olfactory bulb is the result of our perception of all the volatile molecules the wine gives off. This complex image corresponds to the overall essence of the wine. Then the brain may interpret certain parts of this image as reminiscent of known aromas, say muscat or peach, pear, pineapple. This is when we speak of aroma notes such as muscat note